What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So, man, you gotta excuse me. It's been hard for me to get these videos out. You know why? Because it's the summertime. All my kids are with me. I have 3 beautiful girls, and they're all with me. And we have lots and lots of fun, lots of vacations. This is what happens. You know, hard work pays off, man. I was going through a little bit of struggles, Shout out to my brother Steve for helping me get through them tough times. But, you know, hard work pays off. But anyways, all right, so I wanted to make this video about Devin Haney. So the whole sparring session finally came out. The infamous sparring session that we've been waiting years and been hearing about for years has finally came out. And with Devin Haney versus Tank Davis. And you know, I didn't get to watch all of it, but I watched a majority of it because I was in the process of, when I was watching it, I was trying to watch it while it was just a lot going on. But anyways, first and foremost, I have to say that it definitely looked like Devin Haney did get the better of the sparring session, but also everything that was said basically was true. Tank was definitely not in shape at the time, so you could tell that he was kind of like, you know, he wasn't able to really capitalize off of what he could, because, you know, I don't think he was in shape. And Devin Haney, like, it just looked like everybody really, I could see why everybody thought the way they thought. Like, Devin Haney definitely won, even though there's no such thing as winning in sparring. It's no winning or losing, but Devin Haney definitely got the better of Tank Davis in that sparring session. And it was crazy because it looked like Tank was like, if you watch the sparring session, man, it's almost like Tank was fighting Devin and fighting, like, you know, like fighting Devin. It was like Tank was against Devin and Floyd, because it was like Floyd was helping Devin, helping Devin out with, you know, telling him what combinations to throw. And it was actually, you got to give a shout out. That's why I never understood why Floyd did Devin so wrong, man. Because Devin really looks up to Floyd, or he really did look up to Floyd, because them same combinations Floyd was telling Devin to throw, Devin would throw it and it would work. It just shows that Floyd is just super smart when it comes to boxing or whatnot. And it was some moments where Floyd would, like, Tank said this too. Tank was like, it was moments where Floyd would grab him, like kind of push him back and stuff like that. And Floyd definitely was doing it. So it was almost like, truth be told, a little bit of everybody was telling the truth, because I could even see, like, the punches that when Tank was finally becoming Tank, because I don't know how much of this was you know, Tank being out of shape and how much of it was just Tank being Tank. You know how Tank takes a while for him to figure opponents out, or he'll take, you know, he'll give you the first few moments of a fight or whatnot before he starts unleashing or whatever. But when Tank started letting go, like, I could even see what Adrian Broner was saying. Like, I do feel like with 8-ounce gloves and no headgear, I don't think Devin Haney would have been able to withstand those punches. I mean, that's just me being honest or whatnot. And, you know, but Devin Haney definitely got the better of Tank. No doubt in my mind about it or whatnot. And, you know, you could see Floyd talking shit to Tank or whatever. And so now my question, so my reasoning, the whole point of me making this video is to say, we know that Floyd and Tank have not been seeing eye to eye lately. It's rumored that that's why Leonard Ellerbe is supposedly fired from TMT, because basically Leonard Ellerbe was more so like, trying to, you know, squash stuff with Floyd and Tank, and Floyd was more so on the fence of like, man, look, if you cool with him, then you can't work with me. And, you know, it just so happened to go like that, and that's why, you know, Tank was calling Floyd like a hater and stuff. But anyway, so you know, with them being into it, and then ironically, after Floyd fights Frank Martin and beats Frank Martin, the infamous sparring session comes out right afterwards, right? And we know how Floyd operates, man. So I do wonder if Floyd dropped that. Now, granted, if you guys remember earlier this year, not just actually so much as a few months ago, we saw Tank or Floyd or Ryan dropped the sparring session of Tank Davis with his highlights, and, you know, him getting the better of Devin Haney. And we all feel like Floyd had something to do with that. You know, me being how Floyd was going at Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? Where Floyd was into it with Devin Haney and Bill Haney, and all of a sudden a sparring session, a cut up version of their sparring session leaked out or whatnot, and Ryan ended up dropping it. Now it's only two people that had the sparring session. Ellie Setback and Floyd Mayweather had the sparring session. Those two. Now all of a sudden Floyd and Gervonta Davis are going back and forth and having issues, and Floyd Mayweather and the whole sparring session comes out. Now, I mean, the sparring session was years ago. This was like the night before Adrian Broner versus Sean Porter, so this was in 2015. So it doesn't. It's not gonna really tell us anything that we, other than they're two amazing boxers or whatnot. But it just goes to show, man. Like Floyd was pretty much behind all of this, and and it is what it is, man. It was funny when Adrian Broner hopped in the ring or whatnot. I don't think Ryan. I mean, I don't think Devin was out on his feet. Now, like I said, if they would have had no headgear with 8-ounce gloves, then I definitely feel like I don't think Devin would have been able to take those shots. But at the same time, with no headgear and 8-ounce gloves, I don't think Devin Haney would have put himself in a position to have to take those shots either. You gotta factor everything in. But I don't think that Devin was hurt enough for Adrian Broner to feel like that fight, the sparring session should have been stopped. Devin was, he was taking some shots, but he was still, a live dog in there. And there was one moment where Tank was talking shit to somebody and like turned his back on Devin. Devin walked up to him and clocked him clean, not looking, but it didn't hurt Tank or anything like that. Devin's not really known for his power, but more so his boxing IQ. Man, and you could see Tank was just like, it was like Tank was just in there battling everybody, bro. It was like Floyd, Devin's somebody in the corner was talking shit to him, and Tank was talking shit to dude, and it was a live sparring session that definitely definitely escalated and got out of hand. No, not so much got out of hand, but it was just you could tell it was something that was highly anticipated, man, and it was a lot of people there. But bottom line is, man, I said all that to say, I wonder where Tank goes from this next. I mean, it doesn't, even with them dropping that sparring session, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't hurt Tank's career, especially after Devin Haney just got stopped by Ryan Garcia. I don't think it hurts Tank at all or whatnot. I think more so, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like Floyd being petty or whatever, and finally just decided to release the sparring session between the two. As for Devin Haney, I don't, like I said, I don't think it doesn't affect either one, whether that be in a good way or a negative way. Devin Haney, we always knew Devin Haney is a superb boxer, and I still want to see that fight, man. Because I feel like Devin Haney was cheated out of the Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan Garcia tested positive for a bad substance, so I mean, how do we just let that slide? We don't. So I still want to see Devin Haney versus Tank Davis. I've always been one to say I think Tank. I've always said, you can check my record. That's why it's so easy being me, because I stay consistent. When guys don't stay consistent and they push a certain narrative, then it's hard for them, because they got to keep up with their lies or whatnot, or with their their biasness. But with me, it's easy to stay consistent, because I mean, I just I speak my mind. I don't think that I've always stated that I think Tank Davis would beat Devin Haney. Just based off of the fact of knowing how Devin Haney operates and gets tired in later rounds. But Devin Haney has been the one that's been wanting to smoke with Tank Davis. It's Tank Davis' side that didn't want to smoke with Devin Haney, and maybe this is why. If you guys saw the sparring session, maybe Floyd said, hey, I saw him beat the hell out of you in sparring, so I don't want to match y'all up, but Devin Haney definitely wants all the smoke, and you got to respect Devin Haney for that. But it's been Tank's side that's just been preventing it, so that's what been irritating me with Tank. He did finally fight a black fighter, which is good, and I give him credit. I give him full credit for Frank Martin. that was the best I seen Tank look, man. He created openings. It was a real good, I like what I saw with Tank. But as far as Devin Haney, man, what, Devin Haney outboxed Tank, or would Tank stop Devin Haney? I think Tank stops Devin Haney in the later rounds. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Do you think Floyd was being petty? But what do I know?